I have never met a person that has been more in their fifis like Reforge Gaming. I have never seen a man hurt over the fact that people challenge your ideas and prove you wrong. I have never seen a person have a bigger meltdown than anybody else of having a different opinion than you are, or correction, I should say, correcting you on your opinions that you project to be facts. But then again, if Reforge acted like a normal human being, we wouldn't actually be in this situation. Now, would we, guys? We wouldn't have any type of content to go over like every single week about the PlayStation fanboys and the Nintendo fanboys, right? You know, just normal people actually playing video games, giving normal opinions about certain things. Yeah. But you know what? You guys aren't here for that discussion. No. What you guys are here is for me to cover his Fifi still being hurt about his Nightreign video. Yeah. After like, what? It's been about like a month or two since he's made that video. His Fifis are still hurt to this day. And I can't believe it. But anyway, fam, besides all that noise, why don't you go ahead and go grab yourself a nice little drink and a nice little snack. And we're just going to go ahead and dive right into that content.
Perfect Image says, what's your take on Nightreign? A lot of people don't understand my take on Nightreign because they didn't actually watch the entire video. And they're like, well, isn't that hypocritical because you didn't actually play the game?
Oh. You disapprove. I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feelings?
Spoiler, and to this day, he still has not unlocked one trophy in Nightreign. I just looked this up today. He has 0% on fucking Nightreign. And Reforge, boo fucking who. Maybe you should have actually played the game before you decided to critique it on the missing features that it had. Because if you actually played the game with your mass audience that you had right now and actually experienced the game with everybody, you would kind of understand like, okay, I can understand why these features are missing. Now, granted, I'm not excusing the features that are missing, like crossplay and game chat, those type of things. Granted, I understand. But let's be honest here for a second. If you don't touch the fucking game for a good 1 to 2 hours to understand the full, like, what problems that are going on with the game, then I don't think you deserve to criticize it. Yeah, sure, maybe you went to go watch videos and look at reviews, but if you're going to do like this grandstanding over here that there's a problem with From Software generating these type of games to the public, I don't think From Software is the problem. You're the fucking problem.
My video is not an assessment of the game. My video is an assessment of how it was launched and what would happen if another studio did the same thing.
Hey, Reforge, this you?
It's just not really good at what it sets out to do. The first thing it doesn't seem to be good at doing is it's not a good rogue. Tons of reviewers have zeroed in on the fact that it just doesn't do good rogue gameplay. It's very repetitious. You fall into the very same strats and the very same routes very quickly. And the randomness isn't really serving it being this dynamic, exciting thing. The randomness is tending to just ruin your run or frustrate players with elements that basically ensure that your run is over.
Gotcha, fuckface.
Bellular said the exact same thing I said in his video, that like, if anybody else had done this, it would have been a disaster. Like, there's a lot of goodwill that kind of protected FromSoft from what they did.
You know why I covered your opinion about Nightreign versus his? His was actually informative, and he actually gave the game a lot more praise, and he actually played the game. Versus you, well, that's a different discussion.
They launched a live service game. It had rampant, pretty severe performance problems the entire opening weekend. There was no crossplay. There's no voice chat.
This game is not a live service. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why do you fuckfaces keep saying this is a live service? But it resembles Fortnite, Gara. No, it's still not a live service. You're not putting monetization into this fucking game. It's just an upfront purchase, and that's fucking it. That's all it is. It's just an expansion of fucking Elden Ring. I don't fucking get it with you fucking idiots. And the second thing too, being absolutely dishonest in the situation. I've watched multiple streamers, asked multiple of my fucking friends, and I've watched multiple other people stream that were not my friends, other fellow content creators. I've watched them play this and I've asked them how it run. They all said it ran perfectly fine, especially the lowest hardware that was able to access it, which was like a 1080 or something like that. Can't remember right now. Ran perfectly fine. Little hitches there and there with the 1080, but considering it's low tech, it's going to happen that way. But there was no reports of bad fucking running. And if there were, people needed to fix their fucking settings in the first place. Like, why is this so fucking hard to understand? And granted, I agree. There should have been crossplay and voice chat within Nightreign. But the other two, nah, I disagree.
So I don't understand. I'm like, if you guys actually watch the video, it's a very fair take. It's like, if anybody else would have done this, it would have gone very poorly.
Why would they watch it, Reforge? You didn't even give a shit enough to fucking play the fucking game in the first place. You didn't care at all. You literally went to reviews and other videos to formulate your own opinion. Not even your own opinion, the people's opinion in that situation. You didn't even bother to play 2 hours of the game so you could understand the game. You didn't even give the game a fucking chance. Oh, and mind you, the funny part too, this man had a fucking meltdown with PlayStation because he couldn't refund the game. That's the funny part.
The concern is they're going to do this again with the game with Nintendo. They've got another live service game coming out for Nintendo, and they could burn up some more of that goodwill.
Nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
I seriously have to know who made this talking point saying that Nightreign and Dustblogs are going to be like live service. No, please tell me when the definition has clearly moved from an online functioning game for PvP, it's clearly an online service game. Do you know what online service is? It's riddled with like microtransactions and just really disgusting stuff that just deviates from a video game. What they're providing is a video game, not a live service, Reforge.
So, like, I think a bunch of people brigaded the video because, like, they were not necessarily even interacting with what I said. They just saw a thumbnail.
No. I'll tell you exactly what it is, Reforge. Exactly what it is, down to the very core of your being. You don't like being told you were wrong. You don't like that at all. So when you get disproven by people like me and the many others, you block us because you don't like being told you're wrong. Lord knows that your ego is too big to fucking handle it anyway.
That maybe the thumbnail should have been like, why I'm not playing, but I was doing more of an analysis of like, if you were to try to bring a live service game to the market right now,
are you seriously coping in front of your audience members because you got ratioed on the video and not everybody agreed with your little hot take? Are you seriously coping on a live stream and possibly in front of hundreds of people right now? Seriously? I don't know what's fucking sadder, dude. Honestly, I really don't know.
okay, let's say that, for example, people were severely critical of Marathon not having proximity chat, okay? That's just proximity chat, and people were severely critical of that.
And everybody is critical of not having game chat or a way to speak to your allies within the game. And they're very upset that there is no crossplay. Why is this such a hard thing to fucking understand?
So egregiously not tuned for solo players that they pushed out like 3 patches in 72 hours to try to make it more playable for solo players. I'm telling you, if anybody else would have done that, it would have been a disaster.
In the film.
Oh, God.
Just like that. That was, I believe that.
No, they realized the mistake and that they fixed it in a timely fucking manner, Reforge. Unlike the rest of these fuckers that do these live services or what From Software is doing right now, they can never do it correctly. Do you understand that? Remember when Bungie tried to fucking fix these problems, but it actually took them like months on end to nerf a fucking gun? Remember when Hawkmoon was a PlayStation exclusive and it was absolutely, how can I say, broken? for the time period that it was exclusive to PlayStation. Then they finally nerfed it when it went to fucking Xbox. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. I'd rather have From Software than fucking Bungie.
As someone that's never cared for FromSoft outside of Bloodborne, I enjoyed Nightreign because with a friend, it was great and no PvP. Right. And again, people misunderstood. I was not saying that the game couldn't be fun.
Literally, within that video that you made, Reforge, and presented to the public, you named so many negatives offs with the game. From gameplay aspect, to the music, to the atmosphere, everything about the game was completely negative. From the roguelikeness, to the maps, to the weapons, everything, to the perks and everything about the game. How is that displaying to everybody that it's not a fun game? Why do you think I made that video saying that, Nightreign exposes fucking Reforge gaming? And why one of my big talking points without that video was the fact that you didn't play the game, and that the fact that you keep forgetting that games like this and all the other video games are meant to be fun. I'm going to say it again. You forgot the meaning of what video games are supposed to be. Not a little fucking prize that you could shove in everybody's fucking face. It is meant to be fun. And this is why I will get your ass every single time, Reforge. Don't fucking think I'm going to let you fucking breathe for 1 minute.
FromSoft got away with this because they're FromSoft. It speaks well to them, actually. Again, if you watch the video and engage with what I actually say, it actually speaks well of FromSoft that they pulled it off.
Now we're just lying to everybody, aren't we? Now we're just lying to everybody in that chat. Wow, what a shocker. When you are fucking trapped right in the fucking corner and getting pushed, of course you gotta lie to save your own ass, right, Reforge?
The point of the video is you can't keep doing that, though. Eventually, you'll be the team that people are really critical of because you're like, man, you guys did this again. You did another game, and it lacks features, and it lacks polish, and it has performance issues at launch. Like,
literally 2 minutes ago, Reforge, you just said that you never proclaimed this game was never fun at all. But the way that you're bringing up your discussion right now to everybody, you're painting a picture for them saying that this game is not fun. It's riddled with bugs, it's got network issues, it's got poor weapons, poor perks, all that type of stuff. When you fucking don't understand that the fact that you don't deserve to criticize this fucking game because you haven't played the fucking game. I've put plus 80 hours into this fucking game. I could give a better criticism towards this fucking game that you could ever. Okay? Granted, there needs to be, crossplay? Granted, yes. Does there need to be game chat? Yes. Oh, and a big thing too, I don't know what the fuck they did to the servers, but compared to launch, it's got a little bit tiny worse. Because sometimes there are random disconnects that happen within this game. Yeah, see? I could do it a lot better than you, Reforge.
Do you see what I'm saying? It was... I genuinely mean this. There are so many people that hate me in that video, and they literally didn't watch it. And they're like, yeah, but you didn't play the game. And I'm like, yes, but I'm not reviewing it.
But you're not understanding, Reforge. How could you verify these sources without going out there yourself and verifying them? That's like saying Ghost of Tsushima as a woke propaganda, and I haven't touched the game to provide the material to provide that it is woke propaganda. Do you understand that? Do you understand that you brought no evidence to the table except some dumb shits that I left from fucking reviews on the internet? For all you know, Reforge, they could have been faked. You brought no evidence to the table, no video footage, no screenshots, nothing. All you brought was word of mouth to the fucking table, and you left everybody sitting there wondering, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Why is he going on a tangent that this game's terrible? But that one gaping hole that will forever stay on your record is that you did not play Elden Ring, Nightreign, and your criticisms are invalid.
I didn't review the game and say gameplay sucks, mechanic sucks, boss sucks, rogue element sucks. I recount that people are saying the rogue elements aren't good, and I link that to the fact that FromSoft reacted very quickly.
Again, this was supposed to be your analysis of the game. not you going on the fucking internet, looking at reviews, looking at videos, and trying to formulate an opinion. How do you formulate an opinion? By analyzing reviews and fucking videos. Like, I can understand if you don't own the platform that you can do it. I can completely understand that. But you bought the fucking game, Reforge. You had it right there. And your major excuses were that, oh, we didn't have enough people in order to progress to play the fucking game. You're full of shit, Reforge. You have 59,000 subscribers. And Lord only knows how many go into your chat. You're telling me that you couldn't find 2 more PlayStation gamers to go play Nightreign with? That's what you're telling me right now. That you couldn't find 2 more to go play with. That's what you're telling me. No, because see, what you wanted to do, Reforge, is that you thought this was going to be an easy way out for you to make an easy dunk on fucking the Elden Ring community or the Souls community, saying like, oh, look, there's a bad game here. Oh, this is going to be easy slam dunk for me. Even though you left a huge fucking gaping hole that you never touched the fucking game.
And they were like, oh my gosh, we're getting a lot of negative feedback. They patched the solo experience. It was like 3 times in 72 hours. They were rapidly responding. Why? It wasn't going well for them in those early days, man.
It wasn't going really well for them? No, they saw the negative news that was going around. They said, oh shit, we actually care about this product being successful. Let's go ahead and patch this out real quickly. It's not going to take us too long to adjust values and everything, and just get the fucking patches out. It wasn't even that hard to do for them. That's why they got it done in 72 hours. It wasn't this big grandioso of a rebellion going on. What is wrong with you, Reforge?
It somehow pulled it off, even though you'd have done any other game that way, any other studio, people would have been very, very critical.
No. You know what? That's it. I'm done.
You know what, fam? I've had about enough of dealing with Reforge from one day, to be frankly honest, because you know what? I've got more content coming for you guys this week. Yeah, I'm not joking right now. I've got more fanboy content. I've got more news to come out. I think I'm going to probably talk about this week about the FBI taking down some sites. And let's not forget about Xbox, the little AI stuff that was going on. Yeah, that's going to be tomorrow's video. Yeah, that was going to be a bit of a hot take on that one. But the pure fact is that this is the end of the video, and I appreciate you guys watching this video. And if you appreciated watching the video, please leave a like and comment in the comment section. Always a pleasure to talk to you guys. And hey, you want to, subscribe to the channel to have more of my content, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, because you know what? Let's try to get to 11K at the end of this year, because you know what? You guys helped me out get to 10K, and I appreciate every last one of you. Oh, and bit of a spoiler before I wrap this video up officially. Yeah, guess what? We're 90% done with the animation, and it's going to be out soon. So, you know what, fam? I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, fam!
Have it, you're like a